believe me, if this match is anything like the previous encounter of these two teams, we really are in for a treat. Today's game is Coventry United versus Heanor Town in the Midland League Premier Division, with myself, the mouth of the Midlands, Liam Cook, with you until around 5 o'clock this evening right here on Coventry United Match Day. Believe me, if you saw the previous game between these two sides, you will know exactly what we are in for. It was an absolutely outstanding end to the game last time out. Hopefully United will be on the right end of the score sheet this time around, and after that 3-1 victory right here at Sphinx Drive against Long Eaton, you can't bet against them really. And of course, they're on TV as well. I mean, the highlights of these matches are going on TV now on Made in Birmingham, so there's extra incentive for these lads to perform, and believe me, I've got every confidence that they will pull out the victory today. Big welcome to everyone from Heanor Town listening in via YouTube. Hope you enjoyed today's coverage, and best of luck to your team for the rest of the season. But not today, though, because obviously everyone here at Matchday would like to see Coventry United win. Unfortunately, it's not always that way this season, with United currently in P7, I believe, in the Midland Premier League division, but you can't have them all, can you? But believe me, it's going to be a fantastic day here at Sphinx Drive, and the sun is shining. It's a rarity in winter. You very rarely get a day like this. For a brief moment, I actually considered commentating without a coat on, but then I thought, you know what, it's going to be too cold. It's winter at the end of the day, but yeah, absolutely beautiful day. The only bad thing is, when the sun's shining, it's very hard to see the team sheet on the laptop, so if I get a few names wrong, you know why. Talking of team sheets, let's get straight into the lineups for today's game. Starting, of course, with the home side, Coventry United. Starting for the red and greens, we have number 1, Rich Morris, 2, Pierre Mudim, number 3, Ben Valance, 4, Gift Musa, 5, Chris Cox, number 6, Lewis Eisen, number 7, Kevin Thornton, 8, Tommy Glasgow, 9, Kai Williams, 10, Josh O'Grady, and 11, Courtney Cameron. And on the bench for the red and greens this afternoon, number 12, Jimmy Holton, 14, Jean Decory, number 15, Muzi Nduna, and a big match day welcome to a man possibly making his debut today from the bench, number 16, Ryan McQuenje. I hope I've got that name right. I probably haven't. He's a young lad from the academy, so best of luck to Ryan if he does indeed make his first team bow here at Sphinx Drive today. A big welcome to everyone from Heanor Town who made their way over to Sphinx Drive today, including their manager Glenn Clarence and all of his coaching staff. And then I've got a few players missing from the starting lineup today, including their goalkeeper and one of their top scorers as well. So it's a slightly weakened Heanor team this afternoon. But here we go with the starting lineup. Number 1, Adam Jablonski. Number 2, I should say, Greg Marriott. 3, Keenan Layton. Number 4, Alex Brown. 5, Sean Ralston. 6, Adrian Whitmore. Number 7, Jay Cooper. 8, Joe Naylor. Number 9, Nathan Benger, the captain. Number 10, Josh Craddock. And 11, Jack Warner. And on the bench for the Lions, we have number 12, Chris Smith. 14, James Wilson. 15, Elliot Reeves. So a slightly smaller squad than usual for Heanor Town this afternoon. Quite a few players apparently stuck in traffic. There doesn't seem to be 15 players training at the moment for Heanor. I'd say right now there are about 8. So fingers crossed that they can get their butts in gear and get over here to Sphinx Drive so we can get this match underway. And as we were saying earlier, the previous encounter between these two sides was absolutely fantastic. And now that we're in the second half of the season, we can introduce a new feature here on Coventry United Match Day. We're going to be showing you some of the best bits from the matches between these two sides. We're going to be doing this throughout the rest of the season, as long as there have been meetings between the two teams that have played each other. And well, we're going to go all the way back to November, I think it was, when these two teams played each other last. So here we go. I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to hand you over to Liam Cook of the past as we show you exactly what happened last time Coventry United and Heanor Town faced over at the town ground. So here we go. Well, Shudi wants it. He'll put it into the centre with Simeon Townsend, surrounded by white shirts. Is ultimately dispossessed. With the ball from Naylor only finds his opposite number 8, Glasgow. O'Grady will strike! Oh, what a goal! Josh O'Grady, where was he hiding that? Incredible goal from Josh O'Grady! And Coventry United take the lead shortly before the break. Composed strike into the far bottom corner from last season's top scorer. We haven't seen the best of him so far, but that certainly was Josh O'Grady at his very best. Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 1. Marriott take the throw in. Plays a 1-2 with Hall. It's put into the penalty area. Should be an easy gather. Oh, it's not! It's headed in! It's headed into the net! It's Joe Naylor! Joe Naylor heads home, and it's 1-1 at the town ground. Joe Cullen came for it. He didn't gather it, and it's headed in off the crossbar by Joe Naylor. It's Heanor Town 1, Coventry United 1. Bitter disappointment for the Red and Green Army. With just 9 minutes to go, Heanor Town equalise. Townsend doesn't receive the booking, but Heanor, with surely the last chance of normal time, a couple of minutes of injury time to play.
Right on penalty spot, deliver.
Marriott fires it into the penalty area. Who's going to get a hand in it first? It's headed towards goal, and it's in! It's in! Heanor Town have won it! Heanor have grabbed it! And it's Matthew Bryan! Matthew Bryan's won it for Heanor! The substitutes won it! The header into the bottom corner! Matthew Bryan steals the win and breaks Coventry United hearts! Heanor Town 2, Coventry United 1! Heartbreak for United! Their fans are gobsmacked, but the Heanor fans are jubilant. They got the 3 points right at the death. Matthew Bryan, the hero. The boys of Altieri, the free kick into the box by Greg Marriott. Bryan leaped for it, got his head onto it. Connor thought it was going wide, but it was heading into the bottom corner, and Coventry United will not be taking 3 points. They won't be taking 1 point unless they can get something fast. And unfortunately, they didn't get something fast. They went on to lose that game by 2 goals to 1. But what a game it was. And as I've said a couple of times on the broadcast so far, if that game is half as good as the one we saw at the Town Ground a few months ago, we really are in for a treat. We've got to give a big shout out to the one, the only Mr. Simon Reynolds, the jammy sod that he is, Mr. 50-50 draw himself. And wouldn't you know it, the part-time supporter isn't here again today. He's decided to take another leave of absence. It's starting to get more frequent now, aren't they? He says, good luck today. We're away again, so we won't be there, but I'll be listening to our Liam play up Coventry United. Well, I hope you enjoy the coverage, Simon, and let's just hope wherever you are it's hot and you'll be able to hear exactly what United are doing, and hopefully it will be a victory for the Red and Green. Just make sure you're here next time United are playing, which weirdly enough isn't until next Wednesday. There's no game for United next weekend. We've got to wait until the 15th of February, which is the rearranged away trip to Westfield. So a big game there. I'm not sure whether they're bringing back the coach that they were supposed to be bringing over to the Old Pay Arena, I believe it's called. There was going to be a coach for the supporters and the players going over when they were going to play the original fixture the day before New Year's Eve. Obviously the game got cancelled. I'm not sure if they're doing that, but I'll have to wait and see. So anyone from the supporters club, do keep your eyes peeled to any info for that. And also we've got to say a big get well soon to the brilliant Alfie Green, who was I believe had an operation the last couple of days. He's not been feeling very well, so a big get well soon to you, Alfie. Hope you're feeling a lot better, and again hopefully United can get the 3 points for you to make you feel just that little bit better. We've only got 9 minutes to go until kick-off right here at Sphinx Drive, and we're also sending our best wishes to the Sky Blues of Coventry City, who are facing Millwall today at the Ricoh Arena. And thankfully for the Sky Blues, all of the quote key players have remained at the club during the January transfer window, except for Marvin Sordell. There were rumours on deadline day that the likes of Ryan Haynes, Jordan Willis and Ben Stevenson could all be leaving the Ricoh Arena to join different clubs. There was interest from Wolves in Ryan Haynes, but there was, from what I hear, there was no official bid from Wolves for Haynes. Stevenson was the subject of around 3 bids earlier in the window from Brentford, and when Brentford obviously got the money for Scott Hogan from Aston Villa, around £9 million up front, there were rumours about Brentford coming back in for Stevenson. That didn't happen, but the Sky Blues very nearly lost, in my opinion, the best player in the entire squad. Their skipper, Jordan Willis, the young centre-back, homegrown, of course, a Coventry City born player. Luckily for the Sky Blues, they managed to hold on to him, although there were rumours that a deal of around £1 million was agreed with relegation fodder in the Championship, Rotherham, but that didn't materialise. There's a lot of different stories going along the internet recently that it was either down to Willis not wanting to go, or personal terms weren't agreed, or that City pulled the plug on the deal. It hasn't been confirmed as to why the deal didn't go through, but we do know that Willis is staying at Coventry City, and we're very happy about that, as Sky Blue fans at least. One final score to bring you as we get into the fixtures for today's sporting action. That's Chelsea 3, Arsenal 1. So Chelsea, I believe, have gone, is it 11 points clear, 12 points clear, something like that. So Chelsea 3, Arsenal 1 is the final score. Goals from Alonso, Hazard and Fabregas for Chelsea, and Olivier Giroud got one back in added time at the end of the second half for Arsenal. So not the best of days for Arsene Wenger, and Chelsea take another big leap to the Premier League title. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Crystal Palace host Sunderland, Everton have got Bournemouth, Hull City are at home to Liverpool, Southampton take on West Ham, Watford have got Burnley, West Brom host Stoke, and in the late kick-off it's Tottenham versus Middlesbrough. And we'll also try and keep up to date with what's going on in the rugby as the Six Nations get going today, and it's Ireland kicking things off in the first match, which I believe has already started. England are kicking off a little bit later on. I forgot who they've got now, but England are playing later. And a rather surprising scoreline from Murrayfield: Scotland 14, Ireland 0. So Ireland are losing by 14 points to 0. And it's around about half an hour gone in that match. So a rather surprising scoreline from Murrayfield. Scotland 14, Ireland 0. And Hogg with both tries. Laidlaw has converted both of them as well. And before we go any further, of course, we've got to give a big match day shout out to our sponsors at Graham the Plumbers Merchant, operating across the Midlands, supplying all your bathroom heating and plumbing needs. Check out grahamplumbersmerchant.co.uk for store locations and the latest special offers. That's grahamplumbersmerchant.co.uk for the latest offers, and believe me, there are really good prices over there. So if anything you need for bathroom heating and plumbing, go and check them out. Just 6 minutes until our scheduled kick-off time. No sign of the players as of yet, but we can see the substitutes for Coventry United getting ready on the pitch. We can see Jean Decory, Jimmy Holton, Muzzy Nduna, and a new boy as well, a young lad from the Coventry United Academy, the ever-growing Coventry United Academy, Ryan McQuenje, who will be wearing the number 16 shirt if he does indeed come. Players have been unavailable for various different reasons, and a number of players are actually struggling to get through the game. But they have made a 15-man squad. I didn't see 15 men training earlier on. I can only assume that a few more players have made their way to the ground, but there was a little bit of worry a little bit early on. However, the game's actually going to go ahead. It seems as if we will be okay for this game. As I say, the sun shining brightly. Luckily behind us, we can see the Heanor Town camera on the far side of the pitch, looking towards the Willie Nibs Memorial Stand. I think the sun's going to be shining right into him, so his coverage will be as good as ours. Everyone will know what help comes to, you know.
So again, we'll be going through the starting lineups for both Coventry United and Heanor Town when the players come onto the pitch. We can see the Coventry United lads making their way down from the dressing room. Not too many changes for the red and greens for this game, but I'm not too sure what formation they're going to be using, because they have been utilising the five-man defence, the wing-back formation, in recent weeks, but it appears that they're going for Lewis Ison and Chris Cox at centre-back. Gift Musa is down as number 4, but I haven't seen Gift play in defence before, so I wouldn't assume that's going to be happening. We'll have to wait and see how the team starts the game. Of course, United are no strangers to 4-4-2 as well, so we'll try and figure out exactly what's happening as we get closer to kick-off here at Sphinx Drive. Don't forget, if you are listening to the call, if you're enjoying what you're hearing, then hit the like button on this YouTube video, and of course subscribe to Coventry United Matchday on YouTube for more exclusive football content. And of course, you can catch highlights of this match tomorrow afternoon on the Matchday YouTube channel. That's video highlights, not just commentary, you get video as well. As we can see, the Coventry United coaching staff making their way over to the dugouts here at Sphinx Drive. We can see Luke Morton, the Coventry United assistant manager, Terry Anderson bringing up the rear, the manager of Coventry United, and Ewan Aldridge, actually the guest goalkeeping coach today, I would say. Harry Barnes not here today, so Ewan has kindly stepped in. Also, Jimmy Holton just scored a cracker with no goalkeeper in the goal. He seems happy about it, but so that he can repeat those antics on the pitch later on, should he come up at the bench. As we get set for another afternoon of non-league action right here at Sphinx Drive, Coventry United versus Heanor Town, exclusively live on Coventry United Match. You'll not hear this game anywhere else, live on YouTube. And of course, the highlight of this game will be on TV on Thursday as well. Next Thursday, 7 p.m. Coventry United versus Heanor Town Heights will be used on Made in Birmingham, a program called Jumpers for Goalposts. I've been using our highlights for the last couple of weeks, and it's fair to say some of the United lads have been getting a little bit giddy about seeing themselves on TV, especially Lewis Ison. He's been absolutely buzzing for the last couple of weeks, knowing that he's going to be on TV. So that's a bit more pressure on Lewis to perform as well, but to be fair, he has been doing absolutely fantastic in the past couple of weeks. As we can see, the Heanor Town players making their way down the stairs from the dressing room in their usual white and black kit. The Red and Greens versus the Lions, but it's going to be United's Lions Den that Heanor are entering today. Now, if you were listening to a coverage of the previous match between these two teams, you'll know just how fantastic the Heanor Town fans were during the last game. Quite possibly the noisiest set of home fans I've heard all season, and that includes Coventry United. They rival United in that aspect, but an outstanding set of fans. Hopefully they'll be bringing the noise away from home as they did at home, as we are expecting the arrival of the players of Coventry United and Heanor Town very shortly. Have made our way down from the dressing room, and they will be coming down, well, I would say through the tunnel, but we have got a tunnel here at Sphinx Drive. It's literally just a little walkway past the turnstiles. And here they come, Coventry United and Heanor Town make their way onto the Hallow Turf at Sphinx Drive, live Midland League Premier Division football coming your way exclusive to Coventry United Matchday with Liam Cook. Here are your starting lineups once again, starting with Coventry United. Number 1, Rich Morris. Number 2, Pierre Moudin. 3, Ben Balance. 4, Gift Musa. Number 5, Chris Cox. 6, Lewis Ison. 7, Kevin Thornton. 8, Tommy Glasgow. Number 9, Kai Williams. 10, Josh O'Grady. And 11, Courtney Cameron. And on the bench for the Red and Greens, number 12, Jimmy Holton. 14, Jean Becouri. 15, Muzi Nduna. And part of the matchday squad for the first time, number 16, Ryan McCranjay. And for Heanor Town, number 1, Adam Jablonski. Number 2, Greg Marriott. 3, Keenan Layton. Number 4, Alex Brown. 5, Sean Ralston. 6, Adrian Whitmore. 7, Jay Cooper. Number 8, Nathan Benger. Number 8, Joe Nair, I should say. Number 9, Nathan Benger. 10, Josh Craddock. And 11, Jack Warner. And on the bench for the Lions, number 12, Chris Smith. 14, James Wilson. And 15, Elliot Reeves.
Number 7, Kevin Thornton. Number 8, Tommy Glasgow. Number 9, Carl Williams.
Next 2 months.
Number 10, Joshua O'Grady. And number 11, Courtney Cameron. The substitutes for United today, Jimmy Hamilton.
And we are set to go for another afternoon of exclusive Midland Football League action here on Coventry United Match Day with Liam Cook. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at Cov Matchday. You can also get in touch with us regarding our Man of the Match award. That will be around 10 minutes before the end. And as you can hear, the enthusiastic Heanor Town fans are here once again. Certainly one of the rowdier bunches we've seen all season. Let's see whether they're going to be just as noisy here at Sphinx Drive this afternoon. As the two teams switch ends, Coventry United kicking from right to left. Exclusive coverage of this match here on Coventry United Match Day. I hope you're ready because we're ready at Sphinx Drive. Heanor Town up against Coventry United. And it will be United to kick things off with Kai Williams and Kevin Thornton in the centre circle. We're set to go as we await the go-ahead from the referee. And we are underway at Sphinx Drive with Coventry United kicking things off. Pierre Moodham at the back for Coventry United. Ison. Long ball forward, looking for Joshua Grady, easily intercepted there by Joe Naylor. It's gone out of play for a throw into Coventry United. Ison picks up the ball and Racy launches one forward. He's got a decent throw in him, this kid. It's towards Kai Williams and intercepted by the Heanor man, plucked out of the air by Warner. Ison wins it back, striding down the right-hand side. Lewis Ison, long ball forward, and that's not going to cause any sort of problems for Heanor Town. Jablonski is going to take the goal kick. Toofed away by the Heanor number 1. Handball claims by the United man. The referee ignores them. And as Benger goes to collect the ball, it's put out of play by the Coventry United defender. Throw-in taken by Marriott. United forced into the corner, free kick to Coventry United. Bit of pushing and pulling there on Ben Valance. United had themselves a free kick. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with everything that's happening at the Ricoh Arena as Coventry City take on Millwall. Wishing the Sky Blues every bit of luck at the Ricoh as they try and find their first league win in about 4 months now. Hooked out of play by the Heanor Town defender. It will be a United throw right in front of the dugout. 1-2 between Valance and Glasgow. Ball into the penalty area. Hooked away once again by the defender. It's called to Courtney Cameron. Musa. Onto the right with Pierre Moodham. Musa. Opportunity to get the cross in now for Josh O'Grady. Lays it off for Moodham. Gets the cross in and it's straight into the hands of Alex Jablonski. Routine stop for the Heanor number 1. Leighton slips as he clears the ball. And it's nodded out of play there by the number 9, Nathan Benger. Throwing taken. And it's headed straight out of play by Josh O'Grady. Score remains at 0-0 after around 3 minutes. And it's another throw in now for Coventry United as the Heanor Town throw is put out of play. Not the most exciting of starts, but it took a long time for this fixture to get properly underway at the Town Ground a couple of months ago. It took about the 40th minute when Josh O'Grady opened the scoring for the game to really spark into life. And when it did, it was one of the best games of the entire season. Although United did, of course, come out 2-1 with a loss that day. Jablonski, I was going to say hoofs the ball away, but it's a long ball along the ground. United try to win the ball back in the midfield, but they can't do so. Marriott's making the run down the right-hand side. Lovely long ball to find Greg Marriott. A little bit too long for the right back, and it will be easily gathered by Rich Morris in goal. Of course, Morris, the usual number 1, not in goal for that game against Heanor a couple of months ago. It was Joe Connor between the sticks for that game at the Town Ground. Kai Williams has been caught with a little bit of pulling there on Adrian Whitmore. Quick free kick taken there by Sean Ralston. Marriott tries the forward ball, blocked by Cameron, and be brought down by Cooper. Cooper tries to flick one down the right hand side, and it drifts out of play for another throw into Coventry United. The players can't seem to keep the ball between the white lines today. Valent's looking for an option. Williams goes to the floor under pressure there by Whitmore. Referee says no foul. Rawson's long ball towards the left-hand side. Will it be gathered up by Warner? No, it won't. Moved him to O'Grady. O'Grady, Ison. Forward ball. Easy gathered once again by Ralston. There's long ball down the left-hand side. Drifts out of play, and it's another throw-in. Scoreline remains at 0-0 after around 5 minutes. As it does at the Ricoh Arena as Coventry City take on Millwall. Long ball from the Heanor midfielder goes straight into the hands of Rich Morris. And Coventry Sphinx are in action today as well in the Midland League Premier Division away at Boldmere St Michael's. We'll bring you updates on that match as and when we get them. Long ball forward by Cooper, brought down by Ben Valance, hooked away by Cox, nodded on by Kevin Thornton, brought down by Williams onto the right hand side, looking for Josh O'Grady, and the pass wasn't weighted properly. And here come Heanor down the left hand side. Leighton, can he get the cross in? Blocked by Gift Musa, and it will be a throw-in right in the corner. And Coventry Rugby Club playing filed today. No score updates from that match as of yet, as Heanor Town forced back from that throw. And Moodham will pick it up in defence, but his clearance only falls to Marriott. On the right hand side, looking for Jay Cooper. Cooper just there to outmuscle Lewis Eisen. And it's drifted out of play for another throw, and taken quickly by Greg Marriott. Benger puts it in, and it's just drifted across the face of goal. And a free kick to Coventry United as Josh O'Grady goes to ground. Courtney Cameron. Musa striding forward. Force on the left-hand side. He's got Thornton in support in the centre. Finds Kevin Thornton. 1-2 with Musa. And the pass towards the right. Easily cut out there by Joe Naylor. Warner. Hooked away there by Keenan Layton. Towards Benga. Nodded back to his own goalkeeper there by Chris Cox. United seemingly playing with a 4-4-2. With O'Grady and Williams playing up front. Pierre Mooden picks up the ball. Glasgow. Ison. Cox just playing it around at the back. Patient play from the red and greens. Cox slips as he plays the long ball, but it's decent enough. It's found Josh O'Grady. A little bit of shirt pulling there. Referee says play on. Thornton. Can he get the cross in? Finds Josh O'Grady. O'Grady weaves his way through. Josh O'Grady, not the worst of efforts there from the Coventry United man. Under pressure with several white shirts surrounding him. He had to get that shot away. Ison's clearance. It's out for another throw. Wants you to get the ball in now for Benga. Struck towards goal and Marriott, what a save! Rich Morris! Outstanding reflexes keeping United level pegging with Heanor. Incredible save from the man they call England's number one in these parts, and immediately United looked to break and Kai Williams clipped Adrian Whitmore as he tried to run into space. An incredible shot by Marriott from close range. It looked destined for the net. But Rich Morris said, not today. I'm keeping this clean sheet, at least for now. Ralston. Marriott nods it into the area. Hoofed away by Chris Cox. Picked up by Brown. Alex Brown. And the Heanor man clipped as United win the ball back. Referee says no foul. Here's Kevin Thornton. O'Grady looking for an option. He's got Cameron on the left-hand side. Switches it over to the left-back, Ben Valance. Valance strides forward unopposed. Still Ben Valance. Checks towards the far post where O'Grady's waiting. The left back can only find O'Grady. He tries to nod it away from goal. Lays it off to Glasgow. He tries to play it back to Gift Musa. Well cut out by Warner. And the ball by Benga towards the right. It's not a great one, but he was being harassed by Gift Musa. Referee says foul. Free kick. Score after around 10 minutes remains at 0-0. Thornton strides forward. He's got Musa on the right. Puts Williams through. Williams looked offside, but he didn't retrieve the ball. Layton cut it out, but Williams definitely in an offside position there. O'Grady. Williams. He's got Thornton to the right. Chips it over the defender and finds Thornton. Free kick United as Williams was having his shirt pulled by Ralston. And a quick message from the one and only Mr. Simon Reynolds. He says, listening from the hotel room, hello to the Red and Green Army. Hope they're not missing me too much. Well, Simon, I don't think there's much danger of that. But you're enjoying the match so far. Free kick for Coventry United. 3 bodies in the box. Kevin Thornton to hook it in. He's got O'Grady and Courtney Cameron in close proximity. Put it into the area and Jablonski called for that one. And he got it. Clearance by the goalkeeper. Looking for Benga. It bounces over the defender. Benga can bring it down. He can't. He stabbed at it, put it over the crossbar. Referee says goal kick. And the Heanor fans are not happy about that, but it looked like the final touch did come off the captain, Nathan Denga. Of course, Kieran De Brewer, Heanor's top scorer, not in the squad today, so a real goal threat lacking for Heanor. Score update from the Ricoh Arena. It remains Coventry City 0, Millwall 0. Marsh's clearance. Ralston nods it forward only as far as Gift Musa. Hooked away once again. Valence will bring it down for United, and Cox will allow that one to just drift harmlessly into the box for Rich Morris to gather. Thornton's interception puts it down the right hand side, looking for Josh O'Grady. Can he beat Ralston to the ball? Yes, he can. Puts it in. Looking for Kevin Thornton. Thornton gets a hand in it. Easy catch for Jablonski. Let's get some latest scores from the Premier League. Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 1, Everton 1, Bournemouth 0, Hull City 0, Liverpool 0, Southampton 1, West Ham 1. As Cooper loses the ball in the edge of the area. Watford 1, Burnley 0, and West Brom 1, Stoke 0. So the old Sado Berahino derby is going the way of the Baggies at the minute. Williams sprinting onto the loose ball, and a good side challenge there by Keenan Leighton to rob Williams of the chance. Of course, Williams was the hero of the previous game for Coventry United, 2 goals against Long Eaton. Here is Williams. Musa, shot blocked. It may fall to Cameron. And the block made by number 10, Josh Craddock. Hoofed away by Cooper, only as far as Chris Cox. Valence, Cameron. Now Pierre Mudim. You're not allowed any space in the centre, and the pass to Williams is intercepted by Ralston. Clearance nodded forward by Tommy Glasgow, picked up out wide by Josh O'Grady. Musa doesn't get the cross in from the right. Williams is in there, and once again Ralston is there to pick up the pieces and stop United from having a go at Jablonski's goal. Mudim cuts out the pass to Craddock. O'Grady's pass charged down, but Ison will pick it up in defence. Musa. O'Grady, Cameron with space on the left-hand side. Tries to pick him out. And brilliant control by Courtney Cameron. He's got Valence making a overlapping run. Tried to play it into the centre, cut out. Cameron tries to get it back, appeals for the foul, and the appeals have cost United possession because Cameron had a decent chance of retaining the ball, but as he was shouting out to the ref, he lost possession. Pierre Mudim. Out wide to Josh O'Grady. He's got Thornton in support. O'Grady, a little bit of pushing and pulling there by the left back, Keenan Leighton. Once again, the referee says no foul. Terrenson not happy at all on the touchline. Played into the centre with Warner. Craddock. And the pass under the right. It was not a great one, but Musa sliding in on Craddock. And it's a free kick to Heanor Town. Score remains 0-0 after around 15 minutes. And it's going to be whipped into the area by Alex Brown. He's got a few options in there. And it's gone over every single one of them. He was aiming for the head of Joe Naylor.
They remain scoreless at Spinks Drive. As it does at the Ricoh Arena as well, it's still scoreless between Sky Blues of Coventry City and Millwall. There have been a fair few goals in the Premier League, and so far none in the Championship. There's only one game in the Premier League that is scoreless. In the Championship, there's been no goals whatsoever. And chance now for Heanor Town as Craddock has possession. Naylor. Right, whipped in and headed away by Lewis Ison. Corner kick Wenger was waiting for that one at the far post. And a crucial touch from Lewis Ison. Takes it out for a corner kick.
Commentated. Listen to John Moxon.
John Moxon. I must emphasise to the Heanor fans, I am not John Moss. I know we look very similar, but unfortunately my name isn't John.
Go on, John.
Liam Moxon I will accept. So I think we've got our question, answer to the question that we asked earlier. Are the Heanor fans going to be as brilliant as they were at the home game? Answer, yes they are. Corner kick whipping from the left-hand side. It's towards Wilson, is it? It's hooked away by Courtney Cameron. There was Adrian Whitmore with a header. Kai Williams dodges the challenge of Marriott. He's got a go to his right hand side. Got to put him Ash O'Grady behind him. O'Grady, can he get the cross in? He's got force in there. There's Williams. Get it in now! O'Grady, can he get the cross in though? He's taking too much time there. And the cross eventually is blocked. And O'Grady, you can see what he was trying to do there. He's trying to hold up the ball so his team was getting to the box. There are 4 options in the area. But still, he held off. It eventually cost him as the block was made by Keenan Leighton. United had got the ball back now with Kevin Thornton. Send it now, corner! Now Cameron was facing the left hand side. He's got Vance making the overlapping run and plays in Ben Balance left back. Can he get the cross in?
Hit it!
There's Kevin Thornton.
Hit it, somebody.
Once again, United taking their time here. Courtney Cameron, cross put in, and it's a 4-1 and put away by Josh Crabb. Here comes Chris Cox. Cox! What a save!
That's what we want! We need to do that!
Into the hands of the goalkeeper, Alan Jablonski. Well, you don't win the raffle, you don't buy a ticket. An ambitious over from Chris Cox. I don't think Jablonski was expecting that one. He had to be on his toes to smother the ball and make sure it wasn't going over that goal line. And it remains at 0-0. Here's Chris Cox. Ison. Morris, the goalkeeper. And a nice little bit of skill there taking around Wenger. Williams. Cameron on the left. You have to look into push forward now and look for the first goal of the game. Kai Williams has got Thornton to his right. Whitmore sort of forcing out, and he does so really. A great strike from Adrian Whitmore. Pass down the right hand side. Oh, nice bit of skill from Jake Cooper. The balance. Oh, nutmegs Cooper. Musa sidesteps Krennic. Well, I think this is exactly what Ruud had in mind when he was talking about sexy football. Here's P.O. Moodham on the right. Naylor and Moodham coming together, and the ball has been given to Naylor. Remains scoreless after 20 minutes. Marriott with the best chance of the game so far by a mile, around 10 yards out, striking at goal. Morris just able to keep it out. An ambitious effort from Chris Cox, the rest of United have been able to muster so far. And it remains scoreless 2 at the Rico Arena between the Scorpions of Coventry City and Millwall. Put in, heading towards goal, hooked away by Ison as Morris is coming for it. Going forward once again, Musa, chest control. Tried to take it around Alex Brown, couldn't do so, and it's still alive now for Heanor, but Brown with a little bit of a shove in the back of Tommy Glasgow, and it's free kick to Coventry United. Tries the overlapping ball to Pierre Moody and just had a play before the right back can get there. This game's been lacking that little bit of creativity so far. There aren't that many attacking options from the bench. Shoving the back there on Wenger. It's not out of play anyway. And it's going to be a free kick to Heanor Town.
They need to release the ball early as well.
Very even game so far. I can't say that either side has really grabbed this game or scuffed the neck. And another goal at Goodison Park. Everton 2, Bournemouth 0. Sockies extend their lead. Free kick put in. Played up rather than out by Chris Cox. Another header on it towards Cameron. It's brought down by Joe Naylor. Warner. Struck towards goal there by Jay Cooper. Charged down by the United defender. Cooper tries to keep it in. And he's put it out off Musa of Coventry United. Throw-in. So within a decent area. It's about adjacent to the penalty box. It's going to be taken by Keenan Leighton. Once he played, Leighton's cross towards Benga. Still not shooting, but Heanor head towards goal, drifted wide. Not a bad effort there, I believe it was a Naylor. I think it was Naylor's header. But it was not going to cause Rich Boris any sort of harm. It remains scoreless. Don't forget, if you are listening to this content, if you are enjoying what you're hearing, hit that like button on the YouTube video, and of course hit that subscribe button as well for exclusive football content. And of course, you get involved in the game on Twitter at CovMatcher. Let us know who you think should be our man of the match in the second half, as the goal kick from Rich Morris gets horribly out of play towards the United dugout, probably taken quickly by Greg Marriott. And a free kick to Coventry United there as Joe Naylor. Some sort of infringement on Chris Cox. And unfortunately for us, the sun has faded behind the clouds. That's a good job I'm wearing the coat at the minute, because it's suddenly got a little bit chillier at Sphinx Drive. A few goals will help warm the old cockles. And another kick from Rich Price. Ken strips out towards the left. Now for another throw-in for Heanor Town. Greg Marriott to take this one. There's a 1-2 with Brown. Marriott puts it forward, looking for Jack Warner. Went to ground, but Morris will cling on to that one. Throw towards Courtney Cameron. Striding into the centre now towards the halfway line, looking for an option to say, where are you? Where are the options? He's played it to Ben Balance on the left. Balance looking for Kyle Williams, and Whitmore will block Williams back. Whitmore. Benga. Volley passed by Jay Cooper, no one there though. So decent contact with the ball, but there's no point in picking out a decent pass, there's no one there to receive it. Ison. Now Chris Cox. Ison again in space. Looking for support. He's got Medium on the right. Pass is easy, charged down by Joe Naylor. And straight towards goal now. Heanor Town. Watch it for Jay Cooper, and blocked at a crucial moment by Chris Cox.
Hey, come on, Heanor! Let's go!
Right, and again, it's so far been just been a total lack of creativity. That's probably one of the better moves we've seen. Brown, Marriott's cross, and Cox making the Connie Cameron now for United. Cameron, he's got forward into his left. Still going Courtney Cameron, sidestep for left back, and a challenge made by Leighton. Stops the run.
Let's go!
Moves up in midfield. Now Ben Balance. O'Grady, down line, Kyle Williams, inside. Going to get the cross in, Williams. There we go. Really hasn't been the game that we were hoping for. But of course, we had the same thing last time out at the town ground when Heanor beat United 2-1. It wasn't until around 5 minutes before the play that this game really kicked into life. And when it did, boy oh boy was it a classic. So around 25 minutes gone. It remains scoreless. Ison's header. Williams offside as the number 9 tries to bring it down. And another goal from Goodison Park. Everton 3, Bournemouth 0. Newcastle now lead Derby 1-0. The first goal in the Championship around half an hour in. Musa able to pick up the ball on the edge of his own penalty area as Naylor to put one towards goal. O'Grady bounces towards Kai Williams. Thornton. Williams striding forward, surrounded by white shirts. What can you do here? It's still Kai Williams, and still Kai Williams. There's the byline by Wilson. The pass just to Wilson. And we cut in by Josh O'Grady. So trying to cut into the centre.
He's got no one.
He's got nowhere to go. Thornton clips the ankle there by Alex Brown. Referee says no foul, and here comes Heanor with the ball. Danger. Forward ball looking for Jack Warner, but Starlight can cut out just in time by Cox. Glasgow moving with space on the right hand side, looking to play down the right. O'Grady carrying have switched positions now. Cameron on the right. He comes in from the wing, and a challenge from behind there has been judged as a foul by, I believe it was Cooper. No, it was the left back Keenan Leighton. The challenge from behind. I wouldn't think it's a yellow card offence, but it's definitely a free kick. And he's suddenly having a talking to his Leighton. The referee wants to get his point across. Again, I wouldn't think it's going to be a booking. The referee just saying, just calm it down. This is a real opportunity for Cameron. Strike with a goal. He's also got Williams in the area. He's got Ison, Cox, and
United, movement!
on the edge of the box, waiting to run in. Is it going to be a strike? Or is it going to be a cross? Well, it could well, it's Kevin Thornton who's in the vicinity. It is put in and it's headed away easily by Sean Rawson, who's been an absolute rock at the back for Heanor so far. Well, as we say, actually not every game can be a classic. It's just certainly one of those games that falls into that distinction. In a real battle of wits between these two sides. No team ready to crack just yet. Headed away by Joe Naylor. Moved him, tackle down for Ison. Ison tackled well by Benga.
Get round him, get round him!
Benga's ball looking to release Jay Cooper, and the offside flag is up. And Cooper tried to chip Rich Morris there, ended up chipping the net right into the next field. But it was originally offside anyway, so the referee has called a halt to play. And as we approach the half-hour point, it remains at Coventry United 0, Heanor Town 0. The close range effort by Greg Marriott, so far the best we've seen at Sphinx Drive, and a goal from the Rico Arena. Sky Blue fans, it's not good news, and Millwall lead Coventry City by 1-0. Jake Cooper with a shot into the bottom right hand corner to the Sky Blues behind at the Rico. Cameron forced the referee says no foul. What's contact, but wasn't taken down. Long ball into the United half. Mooden will pick it up and will dribble it away from Joe Naylor. Glasgow sidesteps Naylor beautifully. Mooden. Jablonski comes for it. Williams goes to the ground, and Jablonski had already got the ball. You can see that Williams was down the ball. There was any sort of contact made by Jablonski. It's worked for him in the past, but it's not going to work for him here.
Get offside, Kai!
And there were some cries of offside from the Heanor fans. Because margin is very close.
Come to in!
Whitmore. Down the right hand side, the cross by Greg Marriott, blocked by Chris Cox.
Go,
Front.
oh,
Kevin Thornton pushed from behind. With a kick out there. And Coventry United, I've got the free kick.
You won, you fucking two!
But Joe Naylor pushed Kevin Thornton in the back. He had to say that Thornton kicked out. And it is going to be a yellow card for Jay Cooper with a foul on Thornton. I don't think Thornton's going to receive any sort of punishment for the reaction. It is a yellow card for Jay Cooper. Coventry United just inside their own half. And in fact, the referee is calling over Kevin Thornton. You appear to react angrily to Jay Cooper's challenge. The ref's going to have a word. He's still got the book out. But it doesn't appear it's going to be out. There is going to be a yellow card.
Are you ready?
And Chris Cox is wrapping his ankle here. He hasn't got a serious problem. Jamie Coleman not in the starting lineup today. No Say either. After an impressive day last week. United was only with bringing 2 fit centre backs. And you've got to say, Chris Cox isn't even a centre back. He's a midfielder, but he's been playing at centre back the last couple of months, and he even played up front last week. It's going to be a complicated free kick towards the right wing, nodded on by Musa towards Courtney Cameron. Cameron nods it up, and it's hooked out of play by Ian Leighton for a Coventry under throw adjacent to the penalty area. A reminder of the score at the Rico Arena, the Sky Blues of Coventry City losing at home to Millwall. To take the throw, here's Kevin Thornton. Into the area, he's got Cameron in support. He's up to Tommy Glasgow. He's playing a very defensive field role at the minute.
Go wide, Kai! Go wide, Kai! Go wide!
To Ben Balance. Bounces cross. It's towards the head of Josh O'Grady. The good pressure there by the left back, Keenan Leighton. Stop O'Grady getting his backs on it. He's out of play. For a goal kick, Alan Jablonski will take it. As we head towards 35 minutes. And Jablonski. Boom, there it goes. Wenger, poor pass cut out by Chris Cox, finds Josh O'Grady, over to the Philip Williams, but more couldn't do it, Williams into the area, and no one is waiting, except for Leighton, the left back, he'll pick up the pieces. Thornton was making his way into the box, but he was too late. Cameron strides down the right, under pressure from 2 Heanor defenders, still makes his way into the area. Later on, Musa, can he hit one? Wants to trick his way through the Heanor back line instead, puts it out wide to Cameron, and he out-tricked himself there. And once again, United, it's taking too long. How long are the trigger at the minute? Frustrating signs of the red and greens. And the referee is heading over to the goalkeeper, Alan Jablonski. Make sure he's okay. Well, our sources tell us that the regular goalkeeper for Heanor is not here. I'm not sure if they've got a goalkeeper on the bench. Jablonski is receiving some. Let's go through some scores. From elsewhere, and also we should say that there has been a protest at the Rico. We did expect it. There have been tennis balls thrown onto the pitch. I think the fans have actually been kicked out of the ground for throwing tennis balls onto the pitch. It was talked about earlier a protest on the Sky Blues forums. It has happened. I believe there was a short delay in the game, but it's now been all sorted out. Premier League scores: Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 1. Everton 3, Bournemouth 0, Hull 0, Liverpool 0, Southampton 1, West Ham 1, and Watford 1, Burnley 0, also West Brom 1, Stoke 0. The Championship Wolves now lead Burton by 1-0. Newcastle lead Derby 1-0. All the games in the Championship are scoreless. Bradford 2, Gillingham 1, Charlton 1, Fleetwood 0. And Coventry City, of course, losing at home to Millwall. Peterborough beating Portvale 2-0. Sheffield United 2. Also by 1-0 as United fans appeal for a foul against Kai Williams. It's going to be a throw-in, I believe. Wilson a free kick against Coventry United. It's going to be Sean Ralston, who's been an absolute rock at the backside by Heanor to take it. So about 10 minutes to go to half time. Forward. The right side now with Greg Marriott. The cross in. Hooked away by Gift Moose, kissed in time. Ralston nodded on towards the penalty area. Banger beaten to the ball by Chris Cox. Let's go. Sets up Kevin Thornton for a stride down the centre. Onto the right now with Courtney Cameron. Former Aston Villa youngster striding down the right hand side, looking for an option. Under pressure from Leighton. Can he get the cross in? Still going Cameron. Cross is put in. It's still right. It's still loose there. Oh! Just wide the near post. The best move Coventry have put together so far. A rather scrappy game. Absolute drive. Jablonski didn't appear to convince him to run anywhere. The strike from balance is not all required. It remains at 0-0. Jablonski's clearance. Intercepted by Moodin. Good control. Cameron try to forward down the centre to forward. Easy cut out there by Alex Brown. And the ball by Danger towards Cooper.
I'm coming now.
Easily cut out. Another by Joshua Green. No one there.
I'm coming.
Passing by United has been. Fantastic pressure here. Williams getting stuck in as well. Shit, assistance playing on ball, but fantastic. The free kick around and trying to hit the ball away. Couple yards out the ball, he finds the corner of Bobby Moore. So I think they've been proud of that. Fantastic defence by Adrian Whitmore. Cameron flicks it on, looking for Carl Williams. Up by Wilson, intercepted. Forward says, time! A great two. Showing the glove hat. It's deflected. Coventry United coming close. Taking the scoring. Got a ball bubbling around in the 6-yard box. Williams got a touch. It's cleared off the line.
Give it, Bobby Moore!
It remains scoreless as we head towards the break.
Heanor, number one! Heanor, number one!
They seem to be getting into their stride now. It's taking exactly the same pattern as the previous game between these two sides. Now 5 minutes before half time, but then the spike right.
You won!
Cox forward. Only as far as Josh Craddock. Onto the right now with Greg Marriott. Where's Marriott going to go from here? Blocked up by O'Grady. Craddock. 2-4. He needs to push on now. Brown plays a 1-2 with Cooper. Cross blocked by Valance. Cox leaps up and beats the much larger Josh Craddock to the ball. Musa. And Williams lets it run past Whitmore. Stride on the left hand side. Whitmore's still with him. Williams tries to cut in. Tries to get the cross in. A little bit of a push there by Whitmore, but I don't think it had any effect on the cross. It's still alive on the far post though for United. And Cameron tried to put the cross in. It's easily mopped up by Joe Naylor. Moodin wins the ball back down the right hand side. It's Pierre Moodin still going. Moodin blocked by several white shirts. Play back to Kevin Thornton, formerly of Coventry City, of course. Is the former Aston Villa youngster Courtney Cameron. Moodin. And Moodin dispossessed by Keenan Leighton. Throwing Coventry United. And as we are about 3 minutes or so away from the end of normal time, at the end of the first half, United have wasted that throw-in, and now Heanor look to break forward, and Cox lets that one go, and here comes Jay Cooper, striding forward, couldn't get past the final man, Ben Valance, but Cox getting caught out there. But Cox has got the ball once again, lofted towards the left-hand side, towards Josh O'Grady, and easy cut out by Greg Marriott. The Heanor Town defence seem to have the measure of United at the moment, and Cox plays it back to the goalkeeper, Rich Morris. As regular listeners of the show will know, we are taking a short break at half-time to swap over the laptop batteries to ensure we can bring the second half in its entirety. So we will be going dark for about 10 minutes at half-time. Score update now from the Ricoh Arena, and it remains at 1-0 to Millwall. Jake Cooper having scored the goal for Millwall. Well, it's strange actually, both Coventry City and Coventry United are both playing the Lions today. Millwall and Heanor Town both nicknamed the Lions. And so far, it's the Sky Blues getting mauled rather than the Red and Greens. And what a chance to have a Cooper. Can he sidestep Valance? No, he can't. Ben Valance has been the undoing of Jay Cooper so far. As we approach half-time, Rich Morris with possession. Glasgow. That's the right with Pierre Moodim. Unopposed. He's got Thornton to his left and finds Kevin Thornton. As Heanor starts to track back, but is it too little too late? As Moodim looks to pick out the shot, lays it up for Glasgow. Can he hit this one? He can, but it's blocked, and once again United just taking too long. And it will be a corner down the left-hand side to Coventry United, but there's one thing lacking for United at the moment, and that's urgency. And it's going to be Grady's corner. Swung in. It was towards Cox, goes over his head and doesn't quite find Eisen either. O'Grady. Lays it off for Thornton. Will he strike one from long range? He may try. He will. And it's blocked by, I believe, it was Ralston who got the crucial block. Cameron. Into the centre with Gift Musa. United biding their time, but they haven't got longer this first half remaining. Ball down the left to Kai Williams. And offside against Williams. And that's... it should be about that. Another minute or so of injury time to play. And it's not been a classic first half by any means, but we've seen some decent opportunities. The best of which coming early on from Greg Marriott, who I still don't know how didn't score. An incredible save by Rich Morris is the only thing stopping Heanor from leading this match. Cooper. Here's Jablonski. And he'll pick up possession. Jablonski's clearance. Loaded up by Chris Cox, and it's brought down by Josh O'Grady. Fancy's clearance towards Thornton, nodding forward. And United pick up possession once again. Moodim, chip ball towards the left-hand side. Stumble by Josh Craddock. But United can't pick it up, and it's hoofed away out for a Coventry United throw. And the referee calls time on the first half. It remains scoreless. Coventry United 0, Heanor Town 0 is the half-time score. Greg Marriott's opportunity early on, the best that we've seen so far. Neither side really taking advantage so far in this game. Let's hope that the second half will be a little bit better. But as we saw last time at the Sound Ground, the second half certainly made up for the first. Half-time score at Sphinx Drive. Coventry United 0, Heanor Town 0. We're going to take a short break now here on Coventry United Match Day to swap over the battery.
Do not go away. 5 or 10 minutes time, we will return. Half time at Sphinx Drive, 0-0 is the score.